Hey y'all, man, I want to thank you guys and gals that come and watch me do this stuff. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but man, the ones I've got, I value. Every one of you guys or women have some sort of special talent, whether it be working on these guitars, which I learned a lot from you guys, or playing the guitar, singing. Sandra, like crocheting and growing things. Just every one of you are unique, and I value your support. Thank you. All right, I want to talk to you about potentiometers. I've got some push-pull 500K potentiometers I'm going to put in that thin line. I'm going to split those two humbuckers with the push-pull switch. But what's the difference between a 500K and a 500K potentiometer? Well, the A is, they call it logarithmic for the A, which is for volume normally, and the B is linear for tone. And you can use either one of these for both. It doesn't really, it's just player preference. The volume potentiometer just rolls off different than the tone potentiometer does. But you'll see all that when I do these tests. What you need to do, you need a meter. Turn your meter to ohms. And what you're going to do is test, first of all, the total resistance, which would be the outer two legs of the potentiometer. I hope you can see this. And that's reading 501, 500. It'll vary on each one a little bit, but that's a 500K pot. We know that from that. So in order to find out if it's A, volume, or tone, let me see if I can remember this. You roll it about halfway, doesn't have to be exact, and you go to either outside leg and the center wiper. And that's telling me that this is an A, because on the A you should get a high reading between like 400, 450, somewhere around in there, or a low reading between 50 and 100, depending on which outer leg you go to. I'll go to the other outer leg. See, I'm getting 45. Oh, that's 450. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the low end, 48 there. And this is the high end. There we go. Okay, so that tells me this is an A, which I would use on volume. And I already had it marked. I've tested them, but I got them all mixed up now. Okay, now this I know is a B. I marked every one of them. Okay, for the tone, I got to think about this for a minute. First we'll check and see, make sure it's a 500K. And I'm using a pencil for the test. That was smart, wasn't it? Okay, that's 501, 500. So we know it's a 500K. And also the push-pulls, whether they're down or up, doesn't make any difference on these tests. It won't affect it. Okay. So we'll go to an outside and the center wiper. That's reading 253. What you want to do is you want to turn this knob to about the halfway point, what you think is halfway. Go to an outer leg and center wiper, and it should be about halfway, and that's it. Both legs. So that tells me this is a B. Let me roll it all the way down. Or that's up, I guess. It gives you the full resistance. Turn it the other way. You should get a real low reading. Yeah, 1.4. Okay. Well, that's how you can tell the difference on an A and B pot. And I always try to use A for volume and B for tone. But I've used both of them for both before. It just depends on what you want, how you want to hear it. But that's all I wanted to tell you for now. So y'all take care, and hopefully this helps somebody.